as I forget to record. Now, chapter 4, which is data analysis chapter. In this chapter, we will have two different types of data analysis. One is demographic data analysis, and over there, as Thai you showed, and also I showed previously, today I'll be showing again. In this chapter, in this demographic analysis, we will having like the percentage, and we will be using table, pie chart, bar chart, okay, to show our demographic combination or a demographic situation of our participants. Okay, say for example, what percentage of our participants they have currently a job, casual job, or what percentage they have part-time job, what percentage doesn't have any job, okay, like that. And in more importantly, as I said, 80% marks will be coming from our correlation and regression based analysis. Therefore, we need to focus more on, and based on that analysis, we will be accepting our alternative hypothesis or rejecting our alternative hypothesis. Okay, so if we find, and I told in regression analysis, first correlation, I'm saying correlation. In correlation analysis, we'll be looking at the result. Okay, if the result is higher, means 80%, 90%, even 70%, say 70% and above, then we will be saying highly correlated. Say, for example, academic success and employment opportunity. If we find that the correlation result in between these two variable, one is independent variable, which is my academic result, and dependent variable, which is my employment opportunity or employability or employment chance. So my employment chance or my employability depend on my, whether it depend on my academic result or not. This is the research question. And we have the hypothesis. And in the hypothesis, we have also written academic result strongly influence employment opportunity of the international graduates in Australia. So this is our hypothesis. Okay. Now, if we find the correlation result is very high, then there is one indication that yes, they are correlated. They are relating to each other. Okay. We told that before. Another indication will be coming from regression. If we find p-value is close to 0, means again there is another indication. If we find both indication is positive, then there is no doubt about accepting the alternate hypothesis. Means there is a strong impact or influence of academic results on my employment opportunity or international graduates employment opportunity. If we find one is supporting, another one is not supporting. Okay, let me tell again, reminding, refreshing your memory. If we find the correlation result is below 60%, 40 to 60% in this range, 40 to 60% means 0.40 to 0.60 in this range, then we'll be saying moderate relationship. If we find the correlation result is less than 40%, okay, then we will be saying the correlation is weakly correlated. I mean, the variables, they are weakly related to each other. Okay. If it is less than 40, but within say 20 to 40, if we find our correlation result is less than 20, then it will be negligible. I'm saying again, 70 to 100% strongly correlated. Okay. Then 40 to 70 or 69, we'll be saying moderately correlated. Then if it is less than 40 but more than 20, then we'll be saying weakly correlated. If we find less than 20, then negligible. So these are the four. Now, if we find, and also another thing is in regression result, if we find the regression is 95%, or I mean 5% or below 5%, means 95% confidence actually. Anyway, 5% or below 5%, then we'll be saying they are again strongly correlated. Okay, or there is a strong impact. If we find it is more than 5%, then we'll be saying no correlation. However, as our data, for example, Thai and Har group conducted data only 102, and we will not be collecting data 20,000 or 200,000 or 2 million. Therefore, we will be making our p-value little bit higher. Our p-value will be having 10%, not 5%. If we find our p-value, because more you will have data, it will be giving you better result. Okay. Anyway, if we find our p-value is 5%, I mean, not 5%, 10%, then we'll be saying it is strong impact. But if we find p-value is above 5%, then we will be concluding that there is no impact or no influence. Now, if one says accept, another says reject, then still will be saying accepting. But if both says reject, then it will be rejecting. Any question from any of you so far? No question?
None, sir.
Okay. Now, can any of you tell the class about correlation and regression acceptance or rejection? Any of you?
Can you repeat your question, sir?
In what case, I mean, the correlation result and regression result, when the result will be coming, what percentage show what, or what percentage indicate what?
Okay, for the correlation, if it is 100%, if it's 70 to 100%, I will, for correlation, if the result is higher, then the relationship is stronger. 70% to 100%, it's represent highly correlated. If it's below 60%, but 60% but not, and up to 40%, the correlation is moderately. If it is 40%, but more than 20%, it is weakly correlated. If it is less than 20%, it is negligible. For regression, if the p-value is close to 0, means there's no doubt that we are accepting the hypothesis, alternate hypothesis. If 5% or below, they are strongly correlated. But if it's more than 5%, meaning it is there is no influence, or we can reject the alternate hypothesis. It is the one that you are asking, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Um, that's right. Thank you. Um, any other question from any of you? Okay. I'm just sharing one document so that the idea will be clearer. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Chudindra, are you there? Chudindra, Khatri?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Yeah, we can't see you. And
Sir,
Sunil
my
and
camera is
Bakra.
not on.
Yeah, but it shows something else, not your face.
Right now, sir?
Sunil, now I can see you. Previously, I checked many times, you were not there. Okay, now I am sharing as I said. Everyone, please, if you want, you can have a screenshot or you can look at clearly. I mean, you can understand, then there will be no issue. So correlation. Actually, this is the formula, or this is the main indication correlation. If this, this is the smaller than sign. Okay, so less than sign or smaller than sign here, I highlighted this one. Oh, sorry, it moved. Um, so a smaller than sign or lower than sign means less than 10%. 0.1 means 10%. If you just times with 100, then you will find it is 10. Okay. So if it is less than 10% indicates a negligible relationship between dependent and independent variable or factors. If, and this one, this is the higher than sign or greater than sign, larger than sign. If the result, correlation result, it shows 90% or above 90%, then it indicates a very strong relationship between two variables, dependent and independent variables. Now, for your understanding, I made another 4. I mean, these are the main 2. From there, I split it or break it down here. If our result is 70% to 100%, one means 100%, then strongly correlated. If we find 40% to 69%, then moderately correlated. If we find our correlation result is 20% to 39%, weakly correlated, and less than 20%, not correlated or negligible, as we mentioned. So this is the correlation. So we'll be doing in chapter 4, obviously we'll be doing correlation. Okay. Then we will be doing regression. So in regression, our main indicator, one of the largest indicator is the p-value. If p-value is less than 0.05. Please read that. 0.05, not only 0.5. Not only 0.5. 0.5 means 50%, and 0.05 means 5%. Okay. If we find our p-value is, even if we find 5%, not even less than 5%, 5% or less than 5%, then it considers a statistically significant relationship between x and y. So here y is the dependent variable. When we'll going to the regression, then you'll find y column is the regression column, and x column is the y column is the dependent column, and x column is the my mistake. X column is the independent variable column. Once again, when we'll be going to regression, then there are two columns. First, you'll find y column, which is dependent variable column. And dependent variable, for example, is the employability or promotion. Career progression. So these are the two dependent variables. And independent variable is our academic results or our cultural adaptability and so on. So if we find p-value is 5% or less than 5%, means p-value is 0.05 or 0.04 or 0.03 or 0.02, 0.01, then we will say both variables are statistically significantly related to each other. And another thing is, please keep in mind, at the same time, we need to do only one regression analysis. We can't bring all of them together, or we shouldn't do. Okay, we will be doing one regression analysis at the same time. Then you can see that I told that 5%, as our sample size is really poor, so we will be considering it is 10%. Okay, 0.10 0.10 is 10%. Even if we find our p-value is 10%, then also will be consider them as statistically significant. Okay, so if we find p-value is 10% or less than 10%, then our alternative hypothesis will be accepted. It does mean null hypothesis will be false. Okay, we will be falsifying our null hypothesis as it is false, so we will be rejecting. Okay, so here you can see we said that a common threshold of the p-value is 5%. However, here we made it 10%, as our sample size is not that very large. And if a p-value is 10%, means 10% of the times we will falsify or we will reject the null hypothesis. And here, except the p-value, what are the other score shows? So if we find r squared, you will find also r squared between 50% to 99%. It does mean it is acceptable. Okay, so it is acceptable. Say for example, here r square is 94% or about 95%. Okay, it does means growth of sales and advertisement for advertisement and price are statistically related. Actually, not price, say advertisement, they are statistically related to each other, significantly related to each other. Then standard error, you will find also the standard error. The lower score is better standard error. Okay. And then multiple R. One is R squared, another one is multiple R. So here multiple R, say correlation coefficient value, it indicates how strong the relationship. For example, if it is 65%, express fairly a strong relationship between two variables. Okay. Now, I'm going to look at or share just one hypothetical data. Okay. Everyone, please look at. And also, as I requested everyone to bring your laptop as you are at home. So I believe that everyone, you can go to the laptop. So everyone, please go to laptop and go to Excel. Okay. So everyone, please go to Excel. Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, are you with me? Excel. Go to Excel. So please ask me if you can't, and go to Excel, or if you don't find Excel, please ask me. Otherwise, I will be thinking that you already understood. Bakra, please come in front of the camera, Bakra. So you have laptop, Bakra?
Yes, sir.
Is it a mobile phone or laptop?
It's a laptop.
Yeah, go to Excel. Go to Excel. Hilda, also go to Excel. Okay. Everyone, please go to Excel. And also, you can put any number you want to. Two columns you can see on the screen. I put two columns, and in column 1, I put 1 to 5. Okay, because our data is within 1 to 5. So you don't need to go more than 5. And also do not go to 0, because in our data, we didn't have any 0. We have 1 to 5, 5-point Likert scale. As our data are 1 to 5, so have 1 to 5. Okay. And also, you don't need to put many numbers at this moment. At this moment, have say 10 numbers. Okay. Or even 5 numbers you can put in one column. Another column, you can put any number you want between 1 to 5. Any numbers you want between 1 to 5. Okay. Everyone finished? So 5 row or 10 row or even 7 row, whatever the row you can have. You can write that one on Excel. We will not be doing that one once again. So everyone, please do with me, please. Okay. Now you can look at this here. I said academic success. In short, I write, can you see my screen? Academic success and employability. Column B is employability. Column A is academic success. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, click on data. You can see on the top, there is a data. So click on data. My one is already clicked. So click on data. Okay. Now, can you see data analysis on the top right corner? Data analysis, solver, analyze. Can you see data analysis?
Yes.
Okay. Who can't see data analysis in your own laptop?
Mm.
Okay. One student said no. Is it Melinda? You said no?
No, I can see it.
Okay. Ashish, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any of you can't see data analysis on your laptop? Any of you? Bakra, can you see that? Data analysis on the top right corner. Is it
Yeah.
there? Not
Yes.
necessarily, not necessarily it will be there. Sometime it may not be there. If it is not there, then what you will be doing? I'm showing you. If it is not there, then go to file. You can see here on the top right corner, top left corner, file, click on file, and then go to option, very last one, go to options, okay. And then you can see this one, and here go to add-ins, okay, add-ins. Now, here you can see Excel add-ins, and then go, click on go. And here you can see analysis toolpack, VBA, solver add-in. We don't need solver. We just need analysis toolpack. You can click first two and then OK. Then you will find the data analysis on the top right corner. If it is not there, OK. Now, first we are doing correlation. Okay. So everyone, please go to data analysis, click on data analysis. And these data analysis, they are alphabetical order. Okay, ANOVA, then correlation, okay, covariance. So first click on correlation. Okay, and then OK. And now Excel is asking your data range. Which data you want to analyze? So here we will be doing sorry. Okay, click here, and then we are selecting all our 10 data set. And you can see on the screen, it shows you that I have selected, or we have selected column A1 to column B11. Okay, column A1 to column B11. Okay, so all data we showed. And then in our first column, you can see I have written academic success and employability. So here we'll be ticking level in the first row. In the first row, it can be level or it can be number. If it is number, say 3 or 2 or whatever, then we don't need to click here. As it is level, as it is title, so we need to click here level in first row. And the result, where you can want to see the result, it is built in. Most of the time it shows new worksheet play, which will be another worksheet. Say it is worksheet 1, you can see at the bottom worksheet 1. If it is new worksheet, then Excel will be creating another worksheet here. You will find worksheet 2. Actually, we want to see on the same worksheet 1. So click here. It's gone. So here, and also we are showing where we want to see. Say, for example, we want to see here. Okay, so you can see it is column E and row 12. So you can see it says shows E12, means column E and row 12. Okay, and then just OK. Now it shows our result is here. Can anyone explain me the result? Here you can see the result. I'm making it a little bit larger for you. Can anyone explain me this result? Ramchandra? Ram?
I think there is negative correlation between academic success and employability.
Okay, thank you, Alina. Now, Ramchandra, you are not there. You are also not responding. Yeah. Ramchandra, can you please explain this correlation result? What do you understand? What you understand from here?
Employee success,
Academic success, yes.
academic success and employability in a negative correlation.
Okay. Now, correlation is very high or poor or moderate. Which one you think?
It's below 1 and it means low.
Okay. Now, it is 91%. Okay, 91%. So, it is very high, not low. It is very high. Thank you, both of you, Alina and Ram. Here, academic success, so here you can see 1 and also 1. Okay. When we will be having the same column with same row, then it will be 1. So academic success, you can see academic success and also academic success. It will always come 1. And also employability in our 2. So here, employability and also employability, when they coincide or when they match, then it will come 1. Again, you can look at here, employability, okay, and column employability and row employability, they coincide. Therefore, it is 1. When same factor comes, I mean, it is not dependent factor, it is not independent factor. Same factor, say for example, both are here our dependent factor, employability and employability. Then it is 1. And again here, independent factor and independent factor. Academic success and academic success, both are independent factor and it is 1. Therefore, we will not be looking at that, or this is not our concern, because it will come always 1. We will be looking at independent factor and dependent factor. Our independent factor is academic success, and our dependent factor is employability. What are their relationship? As Alina told, academic success and employability. So academic success and employability, they are highly related. However, it is negative. Okay, it is negatively correlated. So in our, as it is hypothetical data, it can give us very unusual result because we didn't put the data, real data. Here we can see it is negatively correlated, does mean the academic success is high, employment opportunity will be low, which is very unusual or not realistic. Okay. Anyway, this is, in this case, we can say that our alternate hypothesis is not accepted. Alternate hypothesis is rejected because in our alternate hypothesis, we told academic success strongly impact on employment opportunity. Here it is strong, but actually it is negatively impacting, which is not reflecting our alternate hypothesis. So alternate hypothesis must be rejected in this case. But we also need to check the regression analysis. Okay. Now, any of you have any question about correlation analysis? You can have some other independent factor here. Say we have four independent factor. Okay, one is academic success, another one is English proficiency, another one is cultural adaptability, another one is managing skills. Now, we can have only one dependent factor, but we can have other three independent factor at the same time. So column A, column B, column C, column D, we can have. But my recommendation is do not do that. Okay, do like this. At the same time, one independent and one dependent factor. Next, say employability with English proficiency. Do that analysis and have that table and explain or interpret that table's result. Third, managing skills and employability. Do that one. Copy the regression table in your analysis. Okay, from here you'll be copying this. You don't need to copy these data. You'll be just copying these results. Okay, and then interpret that results in your analysis chapter 4. Likewise, you will be doing academic success and career progression. Okay, English proficiency and career progression. So do all of them. If you are aiming for analyzing all of them, you can do all of them. Some student, as I said, you can have 2 or 3 or 4 specific research question. Not necessarily you need to have all research question. But if you have all research question 4, then it can lead some additional mark. If you are aiming for high mark in your group, then my recommendation, please consider all 4 research question. If you are happy with pass or credit, then probably you don't need to have all of them. Okay, any question? No question. Okay, if not, then
Excuse me, teacher. I have.
Yeah.
Can you do for the example for us, please? One example from the data.
I'll be showing you example.
Yeah.
I'll be showing you example. I already showed you. This is one of the example, as you can see on the screen.
Yep.
That say here in this case we will be saying there is no positive relationship between academic success and employability. Therefore, we'll be saying therefore there is a possibility to reject alternate hypothesis. Why will be saying possibility? Because we will be also looking at regression result. Okay, so depending on these two, we will be taking our decision whether it will be fully rejecting or not. Therefore, at this moment, we're saying there is a probability or possibility of rejecting alternate hypothesis. Okay. Now we are going again to, you can see the screen. If you can't, please let me know. Again, going to data analysis, click on there, and now scroll down and find the regression. Here you can see the regression. Click on it, select and click OK. Now you can see the regression. As I said, in regression you will find two data range. One is Y, another one is X. Okay, so Y is dependent variable and X is independent variable. Okay, usually it will come blank. Okay, usually it will come blank. So here now you can see it is blank, and put your cursor on X or Y, which one you want to. Now I put my cursor on input range Y, and which is dependent variable. So now in our case, the dependent variable is employability. So I am selecting all of them. Okay, I selected, and you can see it shows B1 to B11, which is correct. We want that column B, row 1 to row 11. Okay, so this is my data range for the dependent variable. Now I am putting my cursor on input range input range X, and selecting once again my data. Here, one thing you need to remember, the data range must be similar or equal. If you select 11 here, you need to also select 11 here. If they are not equal number, you will find one error message. Okay, therefore we need to select exactly same number. If it is 10, it should be also 10. Both X and Y should be equal number or same amount of data. The different data set, but same amount or same volume of data. Now here you can see confidence level, we said 95%. Okay. And levels, here we also clicked level, and where you want to see, we are having the different one. Say for example, we want to see here. Okay, it is column M and row 7. Okay, column M and row 7. Okay, now if you want to have residual, we don't need. You can click on it, not necessary. And now, yeah, okay. Now you can see the summary table. Okay. You can see everyone the summary table. Here, our observation, how many sample we had? 10. Okay, though it is 11 column, but first column was, first row was label or title. Okay, so our sample size is 10. Standard error is 22%. So error less means better. Okay, error less means more acceptable. So it is 22%, means about 80% of our calculation or our it is not errorful. 80%, about 80% is correct. Therefore, you can say yes, good. And also you can see the adjusted R square is 81%, multiple R is 91%, which is very highly significant indication. More important thing, we'll be going to look at the p-value. Okay, so here we said that p-value, you can remember, we said that p-value, if p-value is 0.05 or less. Here this one is 0.0 much less than 0.05, which is 0.00021. Yeah. So it is much lower than our threshold. Therefore, here you can see academic success. It shows academic success. So academic success is related or impacting on employability very highly. Therefore, we can say we will be accepting this is the residual I told, but there is no such impact. Anyway, academic success is impacting on employability. Okay, therefore we can accept the alternate hypothesis. So this is the analysis. Now, as you said, and also I mentioned previously that I will be showing you the example. Now, before going to the example, any of you have any question on correlation, regression, data, or the demographic analysis? Any of you have any question? Please ask me, because next week we will not be able to discuss on this. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
When you just click the data analyze, then I can see the result, but I don't see any process, so I don't see any option. So what you are clicking don't show anything from my laptop. Exactly, don't know what's happened.
It's the same
Uh,
with me, sir.
you can share your screen. Any of you can share your screen, then I can tell.
I I messaged for you already. I have the same situation. When you click the data, I cannot see anything, but I can see your result.
Um,
I don't know how about another student, but
We
I
also cannot see the process, so we just directly saw the result.
you don't need
Yes.
to. You don't. Actually, the process will not be coming. You will directly finding the result. When you will be
Yes.
clicking on OK, when you will be selecting your data range, for example, correlation, regression, when you will be selecting data range X and Y, and also you will be putting level and confidence level. Okay, so you ticked or untick, but if you just click on OK, then straight away it will be showing you the result. They will not be showing you the process.
I mean when you show first, for example, click in the data analyst and click the X axis or Y axis, I can hear what you say, but I can see what you do, what you're doing.
Okay, I'm showing
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Thank you.
Now, everyone, please look at the screen. Oh, sorry, I'm sharing because I'm shared. Can you see the Excel? Excel.
Yep. We can see. I can see.
Okay. Now, here you can see my cursor. I'm going to
Yes.
data analysis.
Yes.
Yes. You click on.
Yeah. Now, can you see the another tab? Not
No.
tab.
No.
No,
Nothing.
no.
I think you're in double screen, or I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Now,
Maybe.
when I'm just clicking on data analysis,
Yep.
then one information data analysis tools box
Yes.
came.
Yes, that is.
You can also look at on your own
Okay.
Excel that when you'll be clicking on data analysis, then one box came, which is called data analysis box. Okay, it is not showing, but here I'm saying that you will be looking at that box and
Yep.
go to scroll down and go to regression.
Yep.
Okay, so now highlight regression and then click on OK. Highlight regression and click on OK.
Yes, sir, we did that.
Okay, now you can see the regression again. The regression box came and input Y range, input X range.
Yeah.
I think you also can't see that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So just first click on input Y range box,
Yep.
put your cursor, and then what is our input range? Our input range is employability. Okay,
Yep.
so first put your cursor on input Y range and then select this input, select column B from
Yep.
employability to 11. Select them. Then you will find in your input Y range, it shows B1 ratio or dot dot B11.
Yep.
It means our starting is B1 and finishing is B11. You can see it is 11. So it shows over there. When you are happy with your input Y range data, then put your cursor on input X range. Move your cursor to input X range. And then again, select this data from 1 to 11. Okay, 1 to 11. And then afterward, you can see at the end and underneath its levels, confidence level, and output range. So you can click level because we have level. We have academic success and employability, these levels. So click on level, and also confidence level inbuilt, it is 95%. Okay, inbuilt, it is 95%. If you want to change confidence level to 90%, as we said, we will be considering 10, means confidence level will be 90%. But if it is 5 or less, then confidence level will be 95%. But as it is, we mentioned 10 or less than 10, so you can change the confidence level to 95 to 90. You can do that if you want to. Then output range, usually inbuilt, it is new worksheet play. New worksheet play means, as I said, here they will be creating another worksheet. Here you can see sheet 1, so it will be coming worksheet 2. Okay, sheet 2. Sheet 2 will be coming, but usually I prefer to have on the same worksheet. So then you need to click on output range, that one, and somewhere where you want to, say for example, we want to do that here, say here, and it is E7. So it will show, when you will be clicking on here, it will show E7. Then just click on the top right corner, OK. You can see OK, cancel, help, the first one, OK. Click on OK, and then it will be coming here. Okay. As I already calculated, so it is showing error message or something, but it will be coming here when you will be doing that one. Okay. So now everyone, what you can do, you can follow the same procedure I told. We can do some practices. I'm giving you 10 minutes to have your own practice, and then you can share your screen with me. Then I can tell whether, or you can also look at when you will be clicking on OK. If everything is right, then you will find the result. If it is not, then you will find the error message.
Yeah, now I understand and it's working fine now.
Okay. Yes. So not only Alina, but also every group members, because the main target of our exercise is to have some knowledge, okay, how to do Excel uh, correlation and regression analysis. This is one of the very um, widely used analysis. Even in your future life when you'll be in work, then you can use this one to do some reporting to your boss or your organization related, any reporting, any annual report you will be doing. When you'll be doing on that, then it will be more accepted rather than all are just conceptual. Conceptual is not always accepted. Therefore, it is an skill, I believe, and you need to everyone, not only DC, everyone you need to have that skill. So please take some time. As I said, you will be sharing your screen with me. Okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Can you check for me? I'm doing this way.
Yes, I can see your screen. Yes, this
Yeah,
new
X.
box, yeah,
Yep,
X
yep.
and Y.
Mhm.
So you need to select which one. When you will be selecting
Yep,
X and Y, you need to be very cautious. Which one your dependent variable, which is Y. Usually we have in our research, we have two dependent variable. One
yep.
is employability, another one is career progression. So also you need to put the data correctly. If you put the data in a wrong way, Excel can't rectify that one. Excel will be giving you wrong result. Excel will be giving you result, but that result will be very misleading, very um, bad result. Okay. So
It's
what is that? This one, what it shows, I can't see. It is very tiny thigh. Can you read that out?
uh it's a regression. Input range contains non-numeric data. Numeric data.
Numerical data.
Yeah.
Okay. So probably you didn't select the level. Select the level.
Level.
Yeah.
This one, I think in confidence level,
In
90% already, right?
No, it is not level. 90% is the confidence,
Yep.
and there is a level. Or what you can do, you can exclude the level when you will be selecting the data. You can, but my recommendation is include the level. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you to interpret. You need to come back again and again on your result. It will be very time consuming and very annoying. Thai, I believe that you missed level. Uh, you can put the, I'm saying you, where is the level?
Yeah.
Is it regression you said? Okay. In regression, just above confidence level, there is another one called levels. Click on it.
Mm,
Confidence level.
confidence
Uh,
levels. Yes, I click
yeah,
already.
above that, before that, there is another box called levels.
Yep.
Click on it.
Yep.
Now try.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
This
So
one.
everyone, please, as I gave you 10 minutes, everyone please start now. Now it is 10:20. Finish
Thank
by
you.
10. Finish by 10:30, and share your screen with me.
Mm.
Thank you. 10:30. Please do this one. As I said, it will add value in your resume. It will add some skill and it will give you more employability. Trust me. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Sir, I have already done. Can I show my screen?
Yes, you can share your screen. Yes, Joshua, what is your question?
I've already done it. I did it already.
Okay, if you have done, you can stay with. You don't need to worry. I'm waiting for other students, and also when I'll be asking you to share your screen, you will be sharing with me. Okay, so Alina and Joshua, you can stay with. Other students, Melinda, you also raised your hand. Don't. What is your question, Melinda?
And I've done the correlation and regression. That's it.
You have done. Okay, not a problem. As I said, stay with. I will be asking. And other student, few of you, Manita, Taposh, your camera is off. Turn on your camera, please.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't have that data analysis, and I did the same thing what I told us. Like I have, yeah, file and then option, yeah. But I don't know how to do that one. I don't have data analysis.
Okay. So file, then click on
Yeah,
options,
yeah, I did same, and
and
then
then you will see another box over there. Go to add-ins. Very
yeah,
second last one.
yeah, I did.
Add-ins.
Yeah,
Click on it,
yeah, I did.
and you can see Excel add-ins, and in front of it, go. Click on go.
Uh, Actual add-ins, the manage.
No. Don't go manage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so manage, then
Yeah,
Excel add-ins, and in
yeah,
front of that you can see go. Click on
yes,
go,
yeah, I did. Yeah.
and then you can see add-ins over there. First two boxes, click on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Analysis toolpack, analysis toolpack VBA. Click on them,
okay, okay,
and then okay.
okay. Yeah, I can
You-
see now. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.